Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Gonzii and today we are going to be reacting to another Hunter TV video called Are Call of Duty Coaches a Scam? So yeah, let's go check this out.
Being a Call of Duty coach on the internet sounds insane, so I did it. I hired and investigated 3 Call of Duty coaches across multiple prices to see if it's a scam or not. I went undercover as a new player and started with the $10
Nicki
coach.
Minaj
First, I
skin.
looked at the reviews for the coach. Excellent service. Rack was very patient and helpful with me. I absolutely recommend his coaching sessions. This guy said he didn't learn anything but gave the coach 5 stars. I was supposed to learn game basics, optimal win locations. I was also supposed to get tips on rotations, loadouts, gunfights, attachments, and map knowledge.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hunter is cracked at COD, by the way. He doesn't need a
It's
coach.
up to you.
He said it was up to me how he coaches me. He's the coach and I'm the player, so he should know what he's doing here.
I'm going
Yep.
to ask some question about the game, about your strategy, what do you want. I try to give some tips and play with you. I'm giving some advice. I'm watching a little bit you, something like that.
Something like that. I truly believe this guy just winged the entire
Jesus
session.
Christ.
I'm waiting the small update.
His game wasn't even updated, which means he doesn't even play that much.
A big map, you need to be safe. You need to think like basic. You should stay calm. Decide the one strategy and follow this. Don't think too much. Because if you think too much, I'm gonna go there.
Talk about basics,
You're gonna
right?
probably die.
Stay calm, bro. Why
Fight.
stress it?
It's necessary, we're going to fight. If it's not, just do it. Just go.
This guy was just
What?
yapping. There was no valuable information from this. Now it came time to see if he knew the meta, and he actually didn't know it at all.
Razna.
Actually, I don't really have any attachments. Is that okay?
Yeah.
He said it was completely fine. I lacked attachments, but didn't even
No!
mention my weapon.
Just put the movement.
You're telling me to put movement on my gun? I don't know what that means.
Saying just put the movement can be very confusing for new players.
They increase the movement speed when you put some attachment.
This is super unhelpful to new players that don't have knowledge on the game and may be overwhelmed by the UI. He joins my
Jesus
game and I see
Christ.
he's level 309. I was level 309 like 7 months before hiring this coach.
What guns are you using?
Every gun.
In Warzone, there are typically 2 or 3 best weapons, but this guy says he just uses all of them. He then showed me the map's hottest drop spot where all the players land.
If you want, we can start with like drop some the hot spots.
Should we land exactly on that marker?
Bro,
Yeah,
my
we
boy
can
is
go.
scamming for a
We
living.
were.
See? Yeah, they're coming. I'm going to this building.
Do I follow you?
You can.
He just ran around and did his own thing. I felt abandoned. The real test was if he'd approve my awful loadout.
Okay, can I drop you my guns and you let me know if they're good or not?
Okay.
At the time this was recorded, this was the meta, and these were the horrible weapons I built. I added
Damn.
a big scope and random attachments to my first gun, and he gave it the green light.
I heard that was like the really good one. It's right there if you want to look at it.
It's a little bit slow.
Is that the only thing wrong with it? It's just slow ADS?
You don't need to this scope for this map.
Oh, okay, but like if I was on the big map, you'd want me to put that scope on?
Yeah.
I added a scope to my smaller gun. He had no problem with that either.
Okay, and then what
Idiot,
about
bro.
You think in the bigger map I should use that scope on this one?
I used the most useless tactical in the game to test him, and he gave me a partially correct answer.
Is this one good?
You don't need it. Smoke sometimes for the rotate, flash for the rush.
The answer is always smoke grenades. They're great for pushing, providing cover when under fire, and reviving teammates. Shortly after, the occupation scan pops up on screen. The occupation scan is an in-game event where all players must lay down when the scan activates, or you will be spotted on the map. The game randomly activates this, but my coach gave a completely wrong answer about what it was and didn't even have us lay down.
Occupation scan, what do we do?
It's some challenge for the mission.
It says
Wow.
Yeah, the guy who did this finished the contract. He spotted.
Why did you let him
No idea
cook?
how he came up with that.
Who's
I
letting
already
bro
knew I was spending
cook?
my $10, but that's no problem because this video is sponsored and covered by Fact.
Come on, love it.
What's the use factor?
Love it all the time, bro. Get your bag, Hunter. Get your bag, my boy. Shout out Factor.
You don't need to shot in there.
Shooting players out of this guy is super important in Warzone.
Reported.
Reported.
By the end of the game, my coach had
Idiot.
2 kills. We then headed
Damn.
over to Amazon.
Nice coach, by the way.
Hottest drop location.
Almost.
Bro, scamming for a living.
Yeah, we can go there.
There was not a single person near us. The coach used 1 weapon from his loadout and a random ground loot weapon.
Do you mind if I use your guns to test them out?
This is Signal.
Like, what's the other one you have on?
I just found SMG.
Is that like your custom loadout?
No.
Well, where's your custom one?
I think I don't have for the Signal.
He didn't even have a fully
Damn.
customized loadout drop. He handed me one of his weapons and it was random and so far away from being meta.
Take this.
Oh, okay, are these really good?
It was, yeah.
My coach was just running around doing his own thing and he wouldn't even coach me.
Here, I'll follow you.
No, you're fine. You can lead.
Later, I revealed my clearly awful loadout SMG I made and he approved it.
Here, let me know if this one's good.
Yeah, that's better.
Then he just started yapping again.
That's
I'm gonna go
bad.
get the crossfire.
What?
It's the crossfire. If I get the shot here, he's
Bro,
not going to
bro
die.
has the same knowledge in COD as I do, and I don't play the game. What's my blood
At this
waffling
point, I'm
about?
mentally checked out and the experience is just terrible. After we lost the game, I watched him play. He showed me his loadouts and they were horrible.
RPK, it's the old one. I take a long break. You can see this one. This one for the resurgence.
His lethal was a Molotov. Without a
Damn.
doubt in the world, when I recorded this video, throwing knives were the best lethal in the game. If the enemy had full health and you hit him in the chest or above, it was a one-shot.
Damn.
Shoot! What the frick was that? That was a throwing knife. It took me out in one hit.
Bang. Damn, Hunt. I see what I mean, bro. My boy's cooked. My boy's cracked. Bro. Oh my god.
What? He knifed
Damn.
me up close like. Oh, what? What? Oh, I got sniped.
You know. Woo. Telling you, Hunter knows how to play. He's so good. It's
If you hit them
ridiculous.
below the chest, it made them super weak.
What the f? Bro, ain't no way.
Ain't no way, boy.
It's great for finishing players that are self-reviving.
Damn.
No way.
And you can stab players underwater with throwing knives.
My boy is so good. Look at him go. Damn.
There's a guy in the water right here. Run.
I gave a throwing knife to my random teammate who barely plays the game and he went off with them.
Dude, I'd play this game like an hour a night
Take a throwing knife. I'll show you how to use throwing knives.
and become a pro.
I
Damn.
watched my Warzone coach play the game and it was terrible.
Hey. Bro's trying to make a bag. He's an idiot, but for $10 as well. You shouldn't be wasting $10 on
I can
this.
tell you right now that $10 was not worth it and I wish I
Nope.
could get it back. I
Yep.
call this one a scam. I then launched my
Scam.
investigation with a $25 coach.
Okay.
Fantastic coach. Directly addressed most of my glaring issues and proposed some concrete steps to resolve them. Would recommend.
Okay.
Amazing feedback. Led to instant results. A real eye-opener. He has 130,000 plus kills, 2,500 wins, and a 5 KD. This suggests he's quite skilled. He had me change my graphics and audio,
Okay.
which is a huge step up from the last coach.
We're just trying to make your game more visible and a little bit more sharper and colorable for CD people's more easier, alright? Dialogue volume should be
Damn, I
60
can't
or
understand him.
50.
How come we lower that?
When your teammates pop to UAV, character is yelling like UAV over.
Requesting recon flyover.
He criticized my awful loadout.
Really, your guns that looks sucks, bro.
What about this one?
It's Fennec, bro. It's not even meta gun. Yeah, Chronos Call. This is the meta gun right now, but you have to level up this gun first, alright? If you don't make it max level, you can't put the right attachments on it, and it's gonna be really unuseful for you, alright? So you have to
Okay.
level up your pass speed. That's SMG to level 5, alright? Your muzzle is wrong, your underbarrel is wrong, your optic is wrong, your mag is wrong. You know, that's why.
He knew the meta and even recommended leveling up the meta weapons, and even told me to level up other weapons so I had the correct attachments for my meta weapon.
You have
That's
to
better
always
than the
level up
previous one.
Which guns are the meta guns? The meta guns are gives you advantage against the enemies. If your gun is not max level, you can't change the tunes.
He recognized that loadouts are super important to the game and even mentioned tuning. He made me a temporary class that would work for now and even talked about the headshot multiplier.
This gun is max level and every attachments are right. The thing about the tech is the headshot multipliers are really high. So if you can hit the enemy head like 1 or 2 times while you are doing the spray, it will be perfect for you.
He knew smokes were the best.
I hardly recommend you to use the smoke nades. The smoke nades are being the lifesavers, brother. Drill charge or Semtex.
That's where he missed. Throwing knives are way better than
Okay.
drill charges and semtexes.
Honest mistake. Maybe prefers Semtexes and stuff.
Weapon field of view white.
I found it odd he adjusted my weapon FOV but didn't even tell me why.
Ooh. Look at that chicks. In this situation, you have to find some spot near to buy station.
This was a pretty weird tip because buy stations are just everywhere on the map.
Yep.
He kept pushing me more and more to use the dolphin dive.
Try to use that dolphin dive a little bit more often.
Dolphin diving is one of the best mechanics in the game.
And
He's using
done.
proper fighting techniques.
Good. Look at this boy. Cook.
3v1, alright? And you knock 2 of them and you were a full plate. That situation, just try to change your position and try to get close to the enemy immediately. No, your position is not that good, bro. You don't have cover. If the enemy has a higher ground, don't try to fight with them.
Nice tip. If enemy has high ground, don't fight him.
And once again, the occupation scam pops up.
What does that do?
You have to lay down the ground. Lay down, lay down.
He told me to get down, which is
Okay.
the correct thing to say, but he didn't explain what it was. He was constantly on me about making sure my gun was reloaded.
Did you reload your gun?
He gave me tips about lasers.
He can see your laser. He can see your laser. If you're using the laser on your guns, when you use your aim down sight, they can see your laser and they can make a plan.
He taught me how to head glitch.
Don't show your whole body to the enemy. Just try to kill him with the head glitch.
Then he joins my game to coach me more.
Let's play one battle royale. Before you open your aim down sight on your SMG, try to shoot them with a couple bullets on the hip fire, alright?
This is such a fantastic tip. He had excellent communication.
On me. Light up.
This
Okay,
guy is
there's
good,
some
man.
space for
25
you.
bucks if you want
Always,
to
keep
get
the
better. I think this guy is legit.
He demonstrated how to use UAV towers.
I'm gonna open that thing so we can see where is the nearest teams around us. Okay, you see that?
Nice.
Nice, you got both of them. Perfect.
His communication was just rapid pace.
There's a guy in front of me. Careful, get covered. There's a guy behind the red.
And that's
There's
tough
a
because
guy
it's
inside.
obviously
Going up, guys on the top. There's
English is not his first language, and for him to be snippy like that in a game like COD, it's awesome.
You played very fucking well, brother.
This $25 coach was definitely better than $10 coach, but I still don't think it was worth the money. I wouldn't say it's a scam though. I then
It's
launched
not
my
a scam.
investigation
It's
of
a bit
$100
expensive. It's
coach
not a
that I
scam.
hired. This is for new players who struggle with their gunfights or just don't know what to do. Having worked with hundreds of students, creating players who outperform pros, and personally
What?
holding the highest KD on Warzone, I'm able to give you a unique perspective of Call of Duty that you won't find anywhere else.
Okay.
A+++. I would highly recommend. Top-notch coach. Extremely detail-oriented. I look forward to working with him again. Perfect coach. This must have been a different guy that I got.
So my goal for you out of this session will be solidify your mechanics, give you a good understanding of how
Drink
to
water,
aim
by the
properly,
way.
how to move properly, give you the right game plans, the right strategies to adhere to so that you always know what you're doing and always know what's going on. My recommendation there would be smokes on tacticals, perhaps just drill charges.
He nailed tacticals but said drill charges instead of throwing knives.
Whoa!
I created an awful long-range weapon to test his response, and his reply really bothered me.
What you have on now, it's alright, we won't worry too much about it. For the sake of what we're trying to achieve out, doesn't matter too much. Mainly going to be focusing on early game gunfights where you're going to be using ground loot guns.
He told me the gun doesn't matter too much. What makes
Idiots.
Warzone is the loadout system.
Probably
It
going to want
is.
to put on a bigger barrel. You're not going to be able to shoot very far with this gun. I'll let you decide which one's best. This is for a medium to long range, so you want as much control out of as possible.
It doesn't look like this one has a longer one.
I'll let you decide which one. Probably not the best pick.
He wanted me to choose a larger M16 barrel when the default one is the longest one. Instead of coaching me, he decided to let me make the decision on my own.
Even if you don't have the best attack,
Idiot,
as long
bro.
as it's not
$100,
really,
bro.
really bad, affecting one of
Jesus
the criteria should
Christ.
be fine. My advice to you
You need to stop
is that you
scamming, dudes.
focus more on your mechanics, focus more on getting kills. Getting
That
into
Nicky
engagements.
skin, bro.
So
The
he tells me
hips
when
are
I
on
drop
point,
and
lads.
tells me to get into more gunfights
Telling
and
you, bro.
practice.
Best way to do that is to get info.
God was in his bag, bro. I've been saying this. God was in his
The
bag.
bulk of the lobby is going and head in that direction. Try to land pretty close to them. Get set up and then push over to where you saw them drop.
Pulling your parachute early to see where other players are is such a terrible idea because by the time you land, other people will be looted and you'll have
Yep.
nothing but a pistol.
Exactly.
We won't even really worry too much about the loadout drop itself, rather buying guns from the buy station. When you get the money, you have two main options. You can either get a UAV or you can get your guns, a submachine gun and an assault rifle. We will likely get a UAV for now. I'm not going to get the guns simply because I want to develop those skills that I talked about.
You cannot improve if you were always at a disadvantage.
Tactical sprinting is when your soldier holds his gun with his right hand. That's a little bit quicker. I'll talk about it at the end of this game.
Instead of explaining tactical sprint right away, he wants to wait till the game ends. I don't understand why. It's one of the core mechanics of the
Weird
game.
guy, you
Every
know.
second of the match, you were using the tactical sprint. This is like somebody playing Fortnite without knowing what building is. I lost my gunfight on purpose to see what I could learn from it.
What could I have done better right there?
Could have incorporated some movement into your fight. You see how you were just standing upright and he just continued hitting chest shots on you? Could have incorporated some movement into your fight.
Let's remember, I paid $100 for the beginner course, so not explaining what kind of movement to use doesn't help me.
Setting I want to talk about is your automatic sprint. We'll just make that automatic tactical sprint just to make it easier for you.
This setting is terrible in my opinion. It made it super hard to do simple things like crouching, laying down, or even walking slow.
There's about, I would say, like 3 or 4 top guns in each category. Off the top of my head, I don't know what the best ones are now. There's an update today.
There is definitely not 3 or 4 best guns in every category. And he didn't even know which weapons were meta because there was an update that day. I personally research and find the meta the second the update drops. And he especially should because he's a coach charging $100.
I saw Lockman sub, Cronin, M4, TAC 56. There's a lot of options, partially based on personal preference.
It is definitely not about what you prefer because
Nope.
there is data behind why people use these weapons.
Or you could just copy streamers, YouTube shorts, type in Warzone meta loadout, see whoever's uploaded a video today, just copy that.
Streamers definitely do not always follow the meta. And copying the
They
first
don't.
YouTube short you see is an absolutely terrible idea. Here's a perfect example why.
This P hipfire shreds. It's another great hipfire loadout if you don't want to aim down sight.
This laser is meant for aiming, not hip firing.
Damn.
Creators exploit the loadout system and lie for ad revenue. He then helped me customize my loadout.
Aim-up V4 is good for new players, personal preference.
This reticle isn't for new players that isn't in preference. It was literally the meta.
Muzzle under barrel, just make sure that you're meeting those criteria with damage range.
$100, bro.
Each category for every gun.
Hey, I get it. People are trying to make a living, but don't scam people like this,
Go
bro.
into detail with tuning. I want to focus on other things during this session. Could do
Ask for a refund,
small
bro.
big red. I don't know what the best class is for this gun. It's not a one size fits all. What I give you, probably not the best. With the muzzle, I mean, just looking at
Who
some
let
random
blood
loadout I'm
cook?
seeing online,
Oh
might not
my
be the best
God.
setup. It's what we.
Who let him
in terms of
cook,
the sub-
bro?
He claims the best attachments don't matter. He didn't want to spend
Idiot.
15 seconds telling me what tuning does, and he just gave me a random weapon build.
With respawning, I want you to stick to 4 places. Buy station, if you have enough money, you're up in the sky, you can see the whole area. If you pick a buy station that's next to buildings, you don't know who's in those buildings.
It is a battle royale game, so you will never know if a buy station is 100% clear. But I chose a buy station out in the open, and the plan still failed.
So you gotta go to a buy that's out in the open, like we talked about, that's safe.
A buy out in the open.
Excuse me,
Okay.
because what he told me is completely wrong.
So when you're dropping a buy out in the open, you gotta make sure that there aren't any buildings or positional advantages.
It's a Rosen,
So you
bro.
really want to just focus on getting into engagements. Loot's not gonna help you
Barbs.
improve. You can loot up all day, stack up
Stop
your cash,
letting him
best
cook.
guns, best perks, everything. But if you
SpongeBob
don't have the
memes are
skills,
great.
There's no point to any of that.
This advice is so bad. What makes Warzone is the easy access to all the equipment and weapons in the game. Like using redeploy drones to get high ground.
That knife shot was nasty.
Behind.
Nasty.
A person landed on us on the roof and they had a gun.
My God.
Using a stim pistol
Hunter's
is
so
to save
good.
you from losing.
Whoa! He died in the store!
Using a vehicle as a weapon.
Get crunched.
Vas-y, nique ta mère.
Using night vision goggles so you can spot players in dark areas.
They're garbage. They're coming to wipe y'all.
Using
Damn.
sapphire grenades so you can outplay the enemy.
Come back to me. Come back to me, bro.
He's there.
Can't. Like,
Using gas masks to rotate and position yourself better so you can win the
Yep.
game. It's like playing a game of chess without chess pieces.
It is.
Might be better to put a scope on that SMG.
So he recommended me using a scope on an SMG. So I'm sitting here using a heartbeat sensor to check for any nearby enemies. As I'm about to move forward and heartbeat sensor this building, my coach stops me.
Don't just sit on your heartbeat though.
You
And then he just started
idiot.
yapping about what I should have done instead.
In general, if you see doors open, assume there could be an enemy in there. Don't take the risk of going in there. Just find a different building where doors haven't been open or windows.
Was
haven't
blood
If I would've gone to
waffling.
Warzone, coach, I would have lived. But then I was told my SMG is not meant for shooting players just a couple meters away, even though I was doing it super easily.
Wrong gun for that range. So obviously if you're going for a high kill win, you need to position and get kills. You don't want to be pushing people in endgame just for the sake of getting kills.
I definitely strongly disagree with this. If
Yep.
you aim for high kill games, you need to be aggressive.
You need to kill everything that breathes, bro.
No way!
Overall, I think spending money on a Warzone coach is a gamble on if you're going to learn anything or not.
It is a
You can easily
gamble.
watch YouTube videos how to get better, and that's free. Like and subscribe for more Call of Duty.
Come on. Hey, shout out to Hunter, man. Dude is freaking phenomenal. I love his content. He is he seems like a phenomenal bloke as well. He just seems like a nice guy. He's awesome. He does a phenomenal job on YouTube, and he's clearly one of the best content creators out there right now. Don't spend your money on Call of Duty coaches, man. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching the video, man. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I love Hunter's content. Like I said before, he's awesome. But before we go, don't forget how we do on the channel, bro. Come on, keep God first as always. Drink water, go tell somebody you love them. Have a phenomenal weekend, by the way. Go and enjoy yourselves. And if you're here, you know what to do, man. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. My name is Gonzii, and see you guys on Monday. Good.